Hi, my name is Ron Israel. I'm the Executive Director of the Global Citizens Initiative.
Hi, my name is Natasha Vandari, and I'm originally from India, but I've lived in 10 cities around the world. So I'd love to talk about what global citizenship means to me.
I'm Jarima, and I was born and raised in Bogota, in Colombia. Um, I have lived in the U.S. for quite a few years now, but I am one of the only family members that is outside of Colombia. My sister lives in Paris. My brother lives in Argentina, who is going to be moving to Montreal in the next few weeks.
My family is, I guess, my ancestors were very nomadic. They moved from Afghanistan to India and then to Pakistan. So I guess they were the original global citizens moving around the world.
Hi, I'm Yael Karakowski. I was born in Monterrey, Mexico, but I have been living for the last 7 years in Mexico City, and now I moved to the United States. I'm 3 out of 4 siblings, which out of the 4 we're all living in the United States now. My ancestors come from Europe, from Poland and Russia, so we're immigrants in Mexico now. We're immigrants in the United States.
So many issues in today's world can't be solved by just individual nation states alone or by individual organizations. There are a growing number of issues that require people and governments and businesses from around the world to work together to solve them. And those include environmental issues, which have been on the forefront of the world policy agenda for quite some time. Global economic development issues, as we've witnessed over the past decade, the machinations of the global economy and its impact on different countries around the world. The search for ways of eliminating weapons of mass destruction, and the need for the world to cooperate in that effort. What appears to be the growing incidence of humanitarian disasters in countries around the world, as witnessed by tsunamis and earthquakes and things like that, that require global cooperation to solve. The very important issue of human rights, which transcends national borders and has an impact on everybody, particularly as we all become more mobile and live parts of our lives in different regions around the world.
And as far as what global citizenship means to me and how I would define it, I think it's the ability to see each and every human being as a human being is where you would begin. We have not gone beyond our inner differences yet, although we often talk a lot about them.
One of the things that I always thought as a teenager, and still sort of like I have in the back of my mind, is the use of a passport. And the reason I come to that, thinking about global citizenship, is that sometimes I feel that although it sounds like a great concept and it's something that I truly believe in, I want to raise my children to be global citizens, sometimes being a citizen of a country where your burgundy passport becomes a problem, where you cannot travel to different countries simply because you cannot obtain a visa. I always think of the world where you no longer need a passport, where when I'm a Colombian citizen and I'm going through immigration, I shouldn't have to hide it because I'm afraid that the word Colombia printed in it sometimes it still has an effect on the way that the questions that I am asked in different countries.
I think that if we focus just in our country, our community, or our society and try to find the solutions, we might struggle and take a longer way to find the solutions, while if we start sharing some ideas and some, what were your findings, what's your experience, we might take shorter ways, shorter time to find shared solutions. And at the short run, it's the same world we're living at, and we will share the same consequences.
So global citizenship for me it's a sense of responsibility you have to being on the same planet, transcending borders, not having passports. I agree with those ideas completely. But it's just a sense of being a citizen to a country means one thing, but being a citizen to the entire world means another, and that we should always raise our children to have the sense of belonging, the sense of responsibility to always give back. The schools that I was brought up in definitely had pictures like this all around the school. You know, everyone being around the same globe and holding hands, and I'll never forget stepping out of that schooling system and talking to people that just looked at others and said, you know, I'm from this country and that person's from that country and that's why I don't like them. And that never made sense to me ever, because in my school your differences are celebrated. You have to work together to move forward in the world. We've done so much damage working in opposite directions to this day, and I think that to ensure a better tomorrow for our children and our grandchildren, we have no other option now, and we have to come together. And I really respect initiatives like this being done by people like Ron, and I think it's very important for everyone to get involved, jump on board, and to push forward.
Dual citizenship, my country in the world. That's the motto of the Global Citizens Initiative.